Hi everyone, welcome back. So, in our last video, we talked about not coloring quite yet, and here's the reason why. If we start to color our squares that have the X's right now, you're going to see those shiny silver X's. So what I want you to do is you're going to take whatever marker you're going to color, or pencil or crayon that you're going to use, that you're going to color those squares with, and I want you to make just a little line. Do not put it where the X is. You want to put it near the X, but not where the X is, because we're going to erase those X's. We don't want the silvery X to show up throughout our artwork. So I'm just taking a moment, and I'm just, as I'm talking to you, putting a little line in all the ones. I'm going to turn my paper because it's a whole lot easier for me to do it this way. So I'm just making a little line. Is it big? No, not big at all. But I want to make sure I get all of my squares, because if I miss a square, there's a chance I will forget to color it. So, do a quick check. See that you've gotten all your squares marked with your marker or your crayon or your colored pencil, whatever you're going to do. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your eraser, and you're going to erase away all your lines. Now, we have some lines that may show up in our circles. We have some lines that may show up, like I have some right here, for my straight lines. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the next couple of minutes, and I want you to pause the video, because that's what I'm going to do, and you're going to just erase everything. So I'm going to remove my paper that's underneath, and I'm just going to start erasing. Be careful when you get to the edge of your paper. You want to work more from the center out. That way you don't rip your paper. So, go ahead and use your eraser. Erase away all your X's, erase away all your lines, and I will see you back here in just a few minutes. Okay, so, as you can see, I have erased away all of my lines. Oh, looks like I missed an X. I tried to erase away all my X's. I erased away most of my extra lines that I could find as I was going through. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to take and you're going to stick a piece of paper underneath your project. And the reason why is, if this is your nice clean table, these are black dots that will happen when you get to the edge of your paper, or you may have a little bit of bleed through your paper. We don't want that to be all over your table. Your mom or your dad or your aunt, your uncle, wherever you're at, they will not want that on your table. So, now is the time where if you have a big marker, you use that for your big ones. If you have a small marker, that's where you use it for your little ones. So you're going to start to color in anything that has a black dot. So I like to try and color in some of the smaller ones first. That way I don't accidentally forget them. That one I can come back to. So some of these are just little, so I just want to make sure I get them done first. That way I don't forget about them. And then you can start with your big marker. Now I recommend you start at a corner and you go and you color the whole thing. So you start in a corner and you go to the next one. That way you are keeping it in a nice orderly fashion and you're not jumping all over the place. So you just go ahead, and this is where the big markers come in handy, because you can do a lot really quick. But if you don't have a big mark-to-lot marker, no worries, you can just use what you've got. So, my first row is almost done. Now you noticed I just moved my paper, so when I got to this end of my paper, I wasn't coloring on my table. Okay, next we're going to do the next row. Just going very slowly, making sure I stay within my box. Now, I have a few little white dots here at the bottom. You guys can't quite see them. I can. I'm just going to take my marker and go over them. So you just keep going. You're going to color all the ones that you put a dot in. Now, make sure to pause the video right now and color. Do not try and race me to get this colored. So I will see you in our next video. Actually, you can just stop the video because we're going to be done. I will see you in the next video where we're going to talk about what we're going to do with our circles. So, finish coloring your squares and I will see you in our next video. See you in a little bit.